Hi girls. So today we are going to see the governing body of commodity exchanges. Okay, so first of all, what is governing body? Governing body is nothing but a body corporate, an organization which controls the working of commodity exchanges. So earlier we have seen stock market in detail. So in that we had also seen the governing body of stock exchanges. So which is the governing body of stock exchange? It is the SEBI. Okay, so there is a hierarchy even there. So one is your Government of India. So under Government of India, it's Reserve Bank of India, and then SEBI. When it comes to stock market and its dealings, the regulatory body is SEBI, controlling and exerting its power and influence over the working of stock exchanges. So just like that, even in commodity markets, we have a regulatory organization, okay, a regulating body, and that is nothing but the Forward Market Commission. Okay, so here also there's a hierarchy you can see. So first thing is your Ministry of Consumer Affairs is nothing but the Government of India. So under Government of India you have the Forward Market Commission, and under Forward Market Commission you have the Commodity Exchange, and then the national exchanges and the regional exchanges. Okay, so this is the hierarchy of the organizational structure of your commodity markets, and your commodity market is governed by the Forward Market Commission. Okay, so before we go in details with Forward Market Commission, so let us see the need for regulation in commodity markets. Why do you really require or need a governing body to exist, okay, in commodity markets? The first thing is the need arises because there is a lot of competition in your commodity markets, and wherever there is competition, you can see that there would be a lot of activities involved, there will be a lot of people involved, and there could be some sort of chaoses, okay, some sort of problems that which might arise. And when it comes to competition, a lot of benefit can be accrued, isn't it? So all this arises a need for regulation in your commodity markets. And what if the regulation is absent? Okay, if there is no regulation of the commodity markets, then it might lead to a lot of unscrupulous activities, unscrupulous participants, okay, who can manipulate the entire commodity exchange and manipulate the prices, affect the interest rates, exploit the traders and dealers, which may all in turn lead to unorganized way of working of the commodity exchanges. So therefore there is a need, okay, for regulations, and regulation is needed to ensure fairness, transparency, and also to protect the interest of dealers and stakeholders, and also the non-members, okay, who are the users of the commodity markets. So their interest has to be protected. Only then, when everything go organized, when all the activities are fair and transparent in your commodity markets, that's when you can see your commodity markets moving towards its betterment, and a lot of participants participating in the commodity markets and trying to benefit from the commodity markets, right? So for the well-being of the commodity market, you require some sort of regulation, okay, and therefore regulation is needed. So like I said, the present scenario of regulation is the three-tier governing system. So one is your Government of India, and the other one is your Forward Markets Commission, and lastly is your Commodity Exchange. So Government of India in the form of Ministry of Consumer Affairs creates lot of rules and regulations for each and every participants, dealers, and those who are dealing in consumer affairs to follow. And under Government of India you have the Forward Market Commission, which has its own rules and regulations, just like how SEBI makes its own rules and regulations for all the stock exchanges to follow. Like that, for all the commodity exchanges to follow, the Forward Market Commission makes rules and regulations, okay. And then you have your commodity exchanges. So commodity exchanges will make its own bylaws, the local laws. Now whoever enrolls or registers, enlists with a commodity exchange, is supposed to follow those bylaws, those local rules and regulations that which is made by your commodity exchanges, okay. So like I said, what is most important for us as far as this topic is concerned is your Forward Market Commission. So we are going to see only in detail what is Forward Market Commission, its functions, and the powers of the Forward Market Commission. Okay. Now talking about Forward Market Commission, so it is a major regulator of the product futures market in India. Okay, the body operates under the Ministry of Finance, and their headquarters is in Mumbai. So this organization came into existence in the year 1953. Okay, and it's one of the main governing body in order to govern the commodity exchanges. Okay, so let's see now the functions of your Forward Market Commission. So this topic I have taken from your Himalaya Publishing. Okay, your Himalaya Publishing Appanaya and Mukund Sharma textbook. So you can refer to the textbook for in detail notes. So talking about the functions of Forward Market Commission, the first function is Forward Market Commission advises the central government, okay, in respect of the recognition, withdrawal, or recognition of any other association. So, like we know, SEBI is the one which recognizes all the stock exchanges, grants licenses, permits to open up stock exchanges or execute any sort of activities. Just like that, here also we have the Forward Market Commission, which grants recognition for all the so all the commodity exchanges. Is that clear? So just like SEBI, here it is FMC, which grants the license, the permits for the commodity exchanges, and then it also provides a recognition, okay, for all the commodity exchanges. The next one is it keeps the forward market under observation and takes all such actions that which is relevant to them as it may consider necessary and exercise its powers assigning any sort of actions to be taken. So here your forward market commission also takes all those actions which is required, okay, in order to control the activities of the commodity exchange. If it's found that a commodity exchange is involved in fraudulent activities, unscrupulous dealers or participants are there, and it takes all possible actions in order to keep the situation under control and avoid such kind of unscrupulous or exploited market conditions. The next one is it also collects and publishes information. It disseminates information, okay, like how stock exchanges will disseminate information about the price fluctuations, the demand, the supply of the stock market. Like that, here your Forward Market Commission collects the information and publishes those information. What are those informations relevant to? They are relating to demand, okay, and supply and the prices. Demand, supply, and prices, and also it gives away periodical reports, okay, collects information and gives away periodical reports about the working of these commodity exchanges to the government of India. Okay, the next one is it makes recommendations for improving the organizations and working of the forward markets. So it takes all possible actions in order to bring about developments in the forward markets, okay, so that these markets would improve on their working and would flourish and benefit all those dealers who are dealing in them. The next one is it also undertakes inspection, okay, of books of accounts and other documents of recognized or registered associations. So it also has all the rights, okay, in order to look into the books of accounts, so that there's no any kind of manipulations that the dealers are involved in. So it tries to check on the books of accounts and various other documents so that executes some sort of control over such kind of organizations, and even those organizations are fearful enough that there is a regulating organization and they shouldn't be involving in any sort of fraudulent activities. Now we'll quickly look into certain powers, okay. So it also has certain powers which it can exert over the commodity exchanges. First thing is it can create its own bylaws are the local laws. Now I know now I told you already that above the Forward Market Commission, there is your Ministry of Consumer Affairs. That's nothing but your Government of India. So they made certain rules and regulations in general to follow. and have handed over the power to the Forward Market Commission. Now, Forward Market Commission, along with follow expecting the rules and regulations of Government of India to be followed, also make its own rules and regulations for all those commodity exchanges to follow. See, commodity exchanges are expected to follow the rules and regulations of not only Government of India but also the Forward Market Commission. Alright, so therefore it creates its own bylaws in order to exert some sort of control. Then next one is it can also suspend the working of any commodity exchanges or recognized organizations. So if it is found that an organization, an association, an exchange is involved in unscrupulous behaviors or rather fraudulent activities exploiting the dealers, then it can always suspend the activities. Okay, and not only suspending the activities, it also can penalize the defaulters. Okay, who are defaulters? Those who are involved in such kind of fraudulent activities, right? So those defaulters can be penalized, they can be punished by levying fine, okay, upon them, so that they would not continue with such kind of unscrupulous behaviors. Then it also prevents excessive speculation. So there is speculation even in your commodity markets, okay, that is forecasting the rise and fall in the prices of the commodities, entering into forward contracts, future contracts, which will be executed sometime in the future. So all this is based on speculative activities. So too much of speculation is also something which is not advised. We already have seen in stock market that too much of speculation can lead to again exploiting the dealers and traders. So therefore that is also something which is prevented. Okay, and also limits the price fluctuation. Okay, so it also sees to that too much of price fluctuation does not happen in your forward markets or future markets. So that is also something which is controlled. Okay, so in detail it is given in your textbook, so you can just go through. I have just collected the highlighting points and I have explained it for you. So this is about your Forward Market Commission. Okay, so you can refer to your textbook notes. So I'll try also taking some pictures and sending it to you so that you can refer to it. Like I told you, it is important from examination point of it. Please do not skip this topic. So this is about the organizational structure, okay, and the governing body of your commodity exchanges. Thank you.